From RC Crawl, I've got a tire foam kit. Now this is not like any tire foam you've ever messed with. This is actually a mixture of memory, open, and closed cell foams right here that you put into like a fishnet, basically like a fishnet sock. But it's got some weights in it. We're going to put them in the J Concepts ruptures and give them a drive on the Capra. So let's get a closer look at this on the table, and then I'm going to install one. And the last one that I've got to do, because I've already done 3, take it for a drive. Guys, let's get to the table. There's a lot to take in with this kit right here. Now here's that like spandex medical grade expansion stuff. You can see it fits just about anything. And that's what you shove the foam into. So when you end up like that right there. On the other 3, I tied these in a knot just to keep it from, you know, falling out and all that. Now, that one, very different on that. Here are your weighted strips. They are labeled front and back, or at least the rear ones are. There we go, rear. So you can use those to weight them down and all that. Plus, you've got these right here that should come in the kit you can get as well. Basically, you can make these with that. And there's just stuff to make that. There is basically BBs right there. And that's also some more foam that you can mess around with and all that. But these right here, you can stick to the inside of the wheel. If you have a real heavy vehicle, you can actually like two-stage it, basically. I don't build my vehicles very heavy, so I'm just simply put that right into here. So that one still needs to be done. But anyway, there's your kit, and it's very customizable. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up and go ahead and get that shoved into there. And there's a little nut that I put on there. Now also it does come with a warning, choking hazard. So you gotta be careful when you're tying a knot in this thing. These are the foams that come in the J Concept tires right here. So yeah, definitely a different style foam there. Yes, all of this fits into this little spot right here. You kind of just gotta shove it in there, and then you just got to, you know, work it around like that, and it's going to be something like that. So let me go ahead and try to get this in there, make sure that's sealed. All right, let's see if I can shove this all the way in there here. You got to kind of work it a little bit. May take a few minutes to get everything opened up and get it in there. But if you keep on trying and you don't give up, you can see I've already got half of it in. So you got to just keep on pushing, guys. Don't give up. And eventually, if you're really lucky and you push hard enough, you got to work that back around. You got to shove it in there as hard as you can. And then you're kind of in there. But as you can see, it's kind of closing up around it. So you got to work it on the sides. Kind of spread it a little bit. Make sure it's evened in there, you know. You don't want it all on one side. Yeah. You can see right there, there's the end of it right there. We're going to put that in there, and looks like I've been able to work it all in. It's all around there. So that looks pretty darn good at this point, right? So there we go. One thing to do before you put your ring in there, or your beadlock ring, make sure you get all the fluff out of it. Make sure that's all nice and clean, because when you put this in, you got to kind of shove that in there just like this. And you're going to be in there. You got to try to center it up as best you can. And then when you go to put the back piece on, you've got to try to keep this from staying or getting into the bead. You got to keep that out of the bead. So it kind of takes a little bit of patience. The other 3 I was able to get it done, so this one right here shouldn't be any issue as well. just piece by piece. A little bit at a time. And then I'm going to grab a new tool. Actually, it's an old tool I've had for a while. I'm going to grab that and show you how that works to put all this stuff together. And here's the tool right here. This is the Beadlock Buddy by DSM. This is one of the older ones. This is one of the first ones that he came out with, and it's still working fine. I'm using these spacers, especially with these wheels right here, because of the way they're set up. So I'll show you guys how to do this. This is how I've got it set up right here. You can see how that works coming out like that with the wing nut on the top. And pretty much you can simply pull it in. If you notice the bead coming out of around the rim right here, well, you got to take it loose and reseat it. And sometimes you have to do that multiple times. But anyway, so far this one is looking good. So I'm just simply going to work on it a little bit. Well, there they are, guys. You know what? Time to go take them for a drive and see what these things have got. Let's go ahead and see if we got any tire deflection on the ramp here. Mainly looking at the back. A little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. Looks like it's going to hop its way back down. Oh, all right, let's go to the rocks. And let's try our hand at some rocks here. Let's see what we got. Now, I do like how it really makes the tires, you know, kind of blows them out a little bit at the top. That's a good thing if you ask me, because the Capra is nice on this size tire. It really is. Let me see. A little bit of compression right there. Not a whole lot though. I'm going to take it down into the leaf-filled V-notch here. All right, here we go. Got a little bit of action going on right there. That's pretty good. Now, I know years ago I had a, that's coming out of that pretty good. Oh, I got to dig on this thing, don't I? There we go. Now I went through the whole super stiff foams and all that stuff. Nice. Then I went back to, you know, letting the foams be soft and all that. But these right here seem like they are maybe a little bit too stiff for this particular weight of vehicle. Go ahead and jump on Gatekeeper here. Let's just see here if I can get it. I don't know that I've put Capra on this at all, have I? But look at that. Doing good right there. Looking good. Make sure I, I don't know if I gotta watch that. If I'm not careful, it'll fall down into there and then you're pretty much toast. But got that pretty well. I'm gonna sit here and ease our way right on through. Crawling pretty good here. Got some compression right there. Got to do some side hill action as well. I'm going to try to, probably going to roll it right here if I try this. No. Looks like it's trying to stay. Get that back in. Got to get right on the edge. Then you got that middle that just kind of pokes out and just makes things difficult. I can get into a better position. This is a tough left corner, but it's totally doable. Look at that, look at that. Right on up that. Beautiful job on that. There we go. Got to get that belly to drop into the crack there, or the between the two verticals. Now right here, you see how it's pinching up against that. You can go into dig, and that front end will just pull itself right up and over, and then here you are. And we can go into dig again, bring that front end around. Lots of in and out of the dig feature right there. Seems to be sticking the sides really good though. Let's go try something else. Now for this one, I'm going to ease it right down into here. All right. Let me get this down into here. Going to hard turn it to the left, to the right. And let's see what we got here for side roll. Little bit. Holding up pretty good there. Kind of thinking they might break in, but for some reason I also think I need to take one of my crawlers. That was nice. Take one of my crawlers and just weight it down, you know, do like all kinds of crazy brass or something on it, just to give me a test vehicle that's good for, you know, about 10 pounds. Running great though, but these ruptures, they're also really good. Let's check for some tire compression on the wood, just to see how they do here. Looks like they are still a little bit on the stiff side. Yeah, I gotta get, I guess, a heavy vehicle. Heavy would be, what, about 9, 10 pounds at this day and age. Working pretty good, but as you can see, they aren't really conforming all that much. Like even that one sitting over there kind of on the peak. And here you can see not really a lot, but anyways, I think I need to try these on a heavier vehicle. I need to see if I can come up with something. Little turn action right here. Let's see. I got a little bit of roll. Could probably do maybe less foam and put the 2-stage thing in there, right? But it's still sticking pretty darn good. The RC Crawl foams are very unique. I do believe that I need to set up a heavier vehicle, maybe something in the 9 to 10 pound range, just for testing purposes. I feel I could take these right here, take about half the foam out and put that 2-stage in there, and it'd probably be right about exactly what I need for the Capra. So, but first, I think I'm going to have to try to find something a little heavier. Something a little heavier, a little beefier, but I really, really like the way it expands the tires. It makes them a little bit larger, you know, and for the Capra, it really seems to work well. I guess you could say it's probably like a 5-inch tire the way it sits. But anyway, guys, I think the foams are pretty darn good. I do think I need to tune them a little bit more for this vehicle, but first I'm going to try them on something heavier. So guys, in that description, I will link up the foams, everything on the Capra and all that. There are affiliate links, AMAN, eBay, Amazon, and Horizon. So use those links, helps out the channel. Make sure you subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and thank you all for watching. Hey guys, if you're still watching and you're hearing this message, you are absolutely awesome. I want to tell you guys, you are the cream of the crop. Also, if you're listening this far, well, you know, if you want to help directly support Axial Caged RC, got the channel memberships, $2, $5, $10, and $25. You get early viewing, and sometimes I get to put up a little extra footage for you guys. So guys, check that description, and thank you so much.